Hola. This is gonna be Traction Journal 6 and 7. I missed 6 because I was swamped with work, and I'm only just getting around to 7 because I was pretty busy with change leadership. I should have definitely made myself more available for this, but I'm getting it done. So anyway, well, we'll start with Traction Journal 6, which is 2 weeks ago. And the prompts for that were what happened that week was basically, I believe that was when we had the guy come in about the JTB lecture. That's when we learned about that. And what did you love about this week is the first question. What I loved about that week was we were finishing our BIC2, which was great. We were staying on top of our plan of action, which I thought was awesome. Um, and we were developing our post prototype interviews and surveys. So I thought it was awesome. We were actually staying on top of things, and like getting those done like when we thought we would in our plan of action. So that was great. Um, let's see what resonated with you in the workshops. The JTBD statement really helped us identify what our consumers wanted because we sort of have two target markets. We have businesses and we have the consumers. Um, just because that's how our product ended up working out. So, uh, that JTBD statement really, kind of helped narrow down, like, okay, what do the business side of things want and what do the consumer side of things want? And that really helped us with our BIC2 in developing, our consumer statements. Um, you apply this week's learnings to your venture. As I said before, those statements were really helpful. So what um, what we did with those statements were we basically uh, you know we used it to we used it to sort of refine what we wanted our product to be, because it helped us figure out what consumers would want from a product like this. So it there was what our product was going to be was a little more vague before that week, and after that it was like, oh, yeah, okay, this is what people want, so this is what we're gonna start working on, and that's how it went. Um, but that's pretty much it for that week. For Traction Journal Prompt 7, which was last week, um, you know, what was last week? Last week was the wealth. We had the person come in about we had the videographer person come in, and we also learned about what wealth was, which they defined wealth as basically what what you have once all your money is gone. So kind of like the kind of person you are, and what you stand for almost. Um, which I thought that was actually a really good way to define wealth because wealth money is more riches, and then wealth is sort of everything else you've accumulated. It's more like what you're worth, without money. Um, I and I'd actually I was reading a book not too long ago. I can't remember if it was Rich Dad Poor Dad or one of the other ones by Robert Kiyosaki. But basically, it went into a very similar sort of mindset when defining wealth. In that, wealth isn't the money you make and the amount of money you have. It's sort of it's more conceptual than that, and it's like the again the things you stand for. Um, that sort of stuff. What you are without money. Um, I think a good example of that would be um, probably Bill Gates. Bill Gates is, Bill Gates is rich. He's real. He's got so much money. Um, but you know, take that away. He's got the Gates Foundation, which is stop that. My videos. I when I recorded this, I was checking teams as well. So ignore that. Anyway, Bill Gates. You know, without his money, he still got stuff like the Gates Foundation and the numerous other things he does. What he does is he basically, if I remember right, he has like a bar for himself. He has two bars. He has like the minimum amount of money he needs, and then like everything above that, once he hits a certain point, he'll donate everything in between those two bars to his foundation or some sort of charity, which is awesome because he's like, I don't need that money, you know, and that's certainly something to be admired about him. He he is more than just money, whereas a lot of other people that would be that rich aren't as active on that sort of thing. Like Jeff Bezos, other several $1 million people, Elon Musk, um, those kind of people. They're not as active in that sort of thing, but you know, Bill Gates does a good job. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting distracted. He is both wealthy and rich because of those things. Um, how might I apply those learnings to my venture? Um, that kind of goes also into the mindset of your customer decides what your product should be and how successful you should be. Um, because I believe they also said like um, companies that do everything uh, pretty much don't get anything done at all, or something along those lines. Um, which my memory is a bit hazy. That last week was a chaotic week, but I remember it was something along those lines, and I remember that because it resonated with me because um, uh, what I've learned about entrepreneurship and making your own like company and business is that you shouldn't try to do everything because that's never really gonna work out. Um, trying to do everything just isn't good for a business to do. Usually, when you're making a business, you want to target a niche market because that's where you know that's it's you can divert more attention and energy into making one really good thing as opposed to several all right things. And people usually like one really good thing as opposed to several all right things. So if you try to do several all right things, someone's just going to come along and be like, "Hey, I can do that but better." And they will do one of your all right things but better, and then that could happen for all of your all right things. So, it's important to take into consideration what the consumer is, bringing to the table and what they actually want out of your business, which kind of goes back to the JTBD statement in that it's you want to know what the consumer wants because ultimately they're the one that's using your services, and you're trying to please them. They're just pretty much deciding what your product is. Um, yeah, that's about all of that. I might apply this. All right, already did that one. What did you learn in Shift and Share, and what did you love? What would you have loved to wait? What did you love, and what would you have loved to see? Okay. I remember the shift and share was Adam came in and showed a customer journey map, if I remember right, which was, bro, I didn't know they could get so complex. Um, uh, yeah, no, that was wow. It was good to know how in depth they could get, because I could see what was missing on mine and amend it accordingly. Um, you know, that's that's pretty much it, really. You know, it was good information to have. I didn't really have too many notes on it. It's probably a good thing for me because last time, every time I have notes on something, they're always bad notes. But you know, I thought Adam did a good job. He brought forth some valuable information. Um, anyway, that's about it for these two traction journals. So I'll see you for the next one.